This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Are you up? Are you up? Hope so, because right now you're waking up to a live look in Tower Grove Park, where right now dozens of people are participating in a morning fun run to support refugees in St. Louis. I mean, look at them go there.
I love it.
What a way to
Beautiful
start
to the day,
Sunday
too.
Fun day, I know. We'll have more on that in just a little bit. But first of all, good morning to you. It is April 21st. I'm Travis Cummings.
And I'm Tracy Hinson. Mercedes McKay has the day off. I was trying to place which I'm going to have to go look on the Tower Grove website on which pavilion that is. Yeah, because they're all different ones. You know, Turkish, Chinese. There's quite a few. So
And maybe you can make an appearance.
Yeah, I love that. That was so beautiful. All right, let's go over our weather for the day today. We are looking at very nice conditions outside. It is a beautiful start to the day. Nice blue sky out there. Temperature-wise, it is 49 degrees. It does feel like 45 outside. Winds are out of the west at just about 8 miles per hour. So a little bit of a breeze out there, a little less than yesterday though. Through the rest of our day today in St. Louis, we will make it up to around 60 degrees with plenty of sunshine out there. Crisp for sure, but still quite beautiful. For tonight, we will drop off to around 40 degrees. I don't expect the frost that we had this morning in some of our far outlying counties. It is possible, but we're going to have a little bit more of a breeze. And when we have stronger winds out there, even just 10 miles an hour, that's going to help stir the air around, help with that mixing, and that'll prevent that frost from forming. We certainly don't like to see frost this late in the season. It's very difficult for our growers. Our sunset is tonight at 7:45. Coming up, I'll outline the bit of a turbulent week we have ahead. Actually, we do have a couple days with some rain, some days that are dry, so I'll go over exactly what you can expect in just a few minutes.
Tracy, thank you so much for that first look. Developing this morning, WashU has canceled an on-campus carnival in response to a fight. Police responded to the 13 carnival last night after a group of people began fighting and causing a disruption. A university spokesperson says it shut down due to safety concerns. Right now, we're working to learn more about what led to the incident. And new information in a deadly crash we first reported yesterday morning. The driver now says he was unable to avoid a pedestrian who stepped into the road. It happened early yesterday morning in North City. We'll put up a map for you. Near the intersection of Hall and Adelaide, the pedestrian died at the scene and has not yet been identified. And this morning, a man is in custody after police say he intentionally struck a woman with his truck in South St. Louis. It happened in the Quick Trip parking lot at Choteau and Jefferson around 1 a.m. yesterday. Witnesses say they saw Richard Dooley reverse his car into the victim. She's currently in the hospital, and Dooley was arrested on assault charges. Right now, a Missouri school district is paying the family of a 7-year-old girl millions after her school bus driver pleaded guilty to sexually assaulting her. Our Christine Byers sat down with the young survivor's attorney and reports on how a convicted sex offender ended up behind the wheel of a school bus.
In 1968, James Philpott was charged with indecent exposure. In 1972, he was convicted of assault with intent to rape, both in California. But the Crawford County R1 school district hired him anyway to drive a school bus in 2023. He was 72 years old.
It's certainly incredibly concerning, to say the least.
Grant Boyd represents the 7-year-old little girl Philpott molested 3 times between April 27th and 28th of 2023.
The video captured him driving the school bus and her sitting on his lap while he abused her and while he was driving the bus. There was at least one or more other children on the bus each time.
Did the school district ever offer any explanation to these parents and this family as to how this happened?
Based on what we have and what we've reviewed, it indicates the school district absolutely knew about these convictions for these prior sex offenses before this happened to our client. There seemed to be some kind of indication given to the family by someone at the district that they were only looking at things that occurred in the last 20 to 25 years.
Philpott pleaded guilty to child molestation and he was sentenced to 15 years in prison in February. The school district paid the family a $3.1 million settlement this month.
It's incredibly significant. especially given the protections that public entities enjoy under the law and in circumstances like this. There's no amount of money that can ever rewind the clock for a child sexual abuse survivor. But with this settlement, it will ensure that whatever this girl needs moving forward in her life, she will not have a single impediment to doing that.
5 on Your Side sent an email to the school superintendent, Cole Biasi, asking what is being done to prevent this from happening again. He declined to be interviewed and sent a statement which read, "The district is pleased that we were able to reach a resolution with the family involved in this situation. However, we are unable to comment further on this matter at this time." He also confirmed Philpott worked for the district for 19 months, from October of 2021 through May of 2023.
What do you think needs to change to make sure this never happens again?
There were other people involved in this situation that should answer some questions about why this happened.
And he says laws need to change.
I do think that we need to look at broadening the list of criminal offenses that automatically disqualify someone from working in the education industry with children.
Christine Byers, 5 on Your Side.
In turning to state government this morning, Missouri Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft is running in the Republican primary for governor, and this week he headed a major endorsement. The St. Louis Ethical Society of Police says it's endorsing Ashcroft for governor. The Secretary of State told our political editor Mark Maxwell it's largely to do with his support of a state takeover of the city police department.
The local government is not doing their own responsibility. It's just like the border. When the federal government is not doing its job to enforce the law at the border, states have to step in and do it. When St. Louis City is not doing its job to make sure that the people of this state and this city don't have to live in fear, then it's incumbent upon the state to step in.
And you can catch more of Mark's interview with Secretary Ashcroft tonight on this week's episode of The Record that airs right after Sports Plus.